but I cling desperately to him, our tangle of legs sinking to the lake floor. "It's all right. You can stand now," he says, propping me upright. The mud squishes between my toes as I try to stand, but I'm shaking, and my legs collapse beneath me. Walter holds me, and I lean against him. My throat stings from the coughing. Water trickles from my nose. Mutti runs through the shallows, soaking her skirt, but she doesn't seem to care. She lifts me up, hugging me tight against her body, and we stagger back to shore. She wraps me in a warm towel. "Hetty, are you okay?" Carl is here too, patting me on the back, peering at my face. "I told you to be careful." "Oh, my poor darling." Mutti sinks down with me, still in her arms. She rocks me back and forth as though I were a baby, not a big 7-year-old. My ear is pressed to her chest, and I can hear her breath, ragged and fast, in her throat. Walter stands close by, watching us, silent and dripping. Mutti turns to him. "You saved her life, Walter. Thank heavens you're such a strong swimmer. If you hadn't been there so fast." She begins to cry. "It was no problem," Walter says, quickly looking away. "I'm going to tell your mother how brave you've been." "There's no need, honestly." He grabs his towel and begins to dry himself. Mutti wipes her eyes and helps me to dress. The back of my nose and throat a rough raw, as if I have swallowed concrete. "Perhaps Hetty should have swimming lessons," Carl says into the silence. Mutti sniffs and nods. She bustles around, laying out the blanket and picnic things. I've managed to stop shaking and try some raspberry Pfannkuchen and milk from her flask. I finally gather the courage to look directly at Walter. His wavy blonde hair is half dry, half wet. He's saying something to Carl, but then he turns and looks at me, and his face breaks into a smile. His eyes are the warmest, kindest blue. Later that night, Mutti tucks me into my narrow bed, pushed against the wall in the bedroom I share with Carl. "Good night, my darling." Mutti kisses my forehead. "You are all right, aren't you?" "Yes, Mutti." "Good." She smiles and strokes my hair. She turns out the light and closes the door gently behind her. I keep my eyes open. Through the gloom I make out the lumpy shape of the wardrobe against the wall and Carl's empty bed below the windowsill. With him in the room, the menacing shadows can't harm me. Each time my eyelids droop, I'm back in the lake, and the water is sucking me into its murky depths, choking and clogging my lungs. My heart thrums, and my eyes ping open. Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. The door creaks sooner than I expect. "Carl?" "Hetty, you're still awake?" "Can't sleep." I wondered. "Listen, I have something for you, to make you feel better. I was saving it for your birthday, but I want to give it to you now. I'll get you something else for your birthday." He snaps on the light, and I blink at the sudden brightness. Carl scrabbles under his bed and emerges with a brown, rectangular paper bag. "Here," he says, placing it on top of my blankets as I push myself up to sit. He perches on the edge of my bed. His cheeks are pinched and his forehead wrinkles beneath his dark fringe. "Wish I'd saved you today, little mouse," he says. "But I was too far away." I know he means it because, as he looks into my eyes, I can see straight into his soul. The worry has made his pupils huge and black, and I can tell he's crying inside, like me. I nod so he knows I understand. "At least Walter was there, and he is your best friend." I look at the paper bag, bulky in my hands. "Open it then," he urges. The paper crackles as I uncurl the folded bag.